So Neil, it's time to answer that burning question. Is bigger better?
Well, when it comes to tyre size, I think most of the time, yes. I've ridden a fat bike a few times now, and in certain situations they're brilliant, but not always, should I say. And we've started to see this craze of plus bikes start to appear.
I've got this plus bike, you're on your fat bike. Let's head out to the trails and see what we think.
So what is a fat bike? Well, the used tyres are about 5 inches wide, but not only are the tyres wider, they're actually much deeper. It's actually a 26-inch wheel, but with that massive tyre, the outside diameter comes in at about 29 inches. The hubs and the bottom bracket are much wider to accommodate that tyre as well. Originally designed for riding on snow and sand, many riders now use them in all conditions and love the extra grip and comfort.
So plus bike is somewhere in between a fat bike and a normal mountain bike. Now it's got these quite big chunky tyres, they're actually 3 inches wide. It's got bigger rims than normal. These ones are 4 centimeters in width, and you can see it's using that boost technology that we've seen coming across a wide range of bikes. So it's got a big wide end, there's a lot of clearance up here, and it's got a wider bottom bracket to ensure it's stiffer to compensate that bigger rear wheel. Now this is a 27.5-inch plus frame specific bike, but you have actually seen some other manufacturers making their bikes compatible with 29-inch wheels and 27.5-inch wheels. So maybe we'll see that growing in the future. So here we have a direct comparison. The 27.5 compared to the 27.5 plus is quite a big difference, and then comparing that to the fat bike tyre again, well, there's a huge difference. It's going to be very interesting to see how grip-wise it works out on the trail.
So on the climbs, you can definitely feel the weight of the fat bike, the extra rubber, you know, the bigger rims. Feels like a little bit of a dog. But you can see why they're adventure bikes. On the steep, loose stuff, just keeps going, it's got so much grip.
Yeah, I've got to say the plus bike feels pretty good. The only thing is when you do put a lot of power down, it sort of feels like you've got extra suspension. You can feel the tyre really pushing down, and you're not getting that same power transition. But at the same time, on the steeper climbs, it really feels pretty good. It's got a lot more traction. You can almost get up anything on it. I'm looking forward to seeing how it reacts in the downhills.
What the fat bike is really good for is grip. You've got so much rubber on the floor that in hard pack conditions especially, you've got loads of grip. What it's not so good for is actually sort of precision. They grip and they pull, almost like torque steer in a front wheel drive car. It's really pulling around on the trail, picking up on the side of the trail, and it's not very accurate at all. Also in muddier sections, you don't get any bite. You'll just float on top, therefore not getting so much grip.
The plus bike really descends quite well, and you can feel the bigger tyres really absorbing all the hits. However, when you do come to cornering, with the extra rotational weight, you've really got to push in to get the bike to lean over and really accelerate out the turn. But on the plus hand, when you do get back up to speed, you do gather a lot of momentum and you attack the next obstacle.
So Scott, you've ridden the 27 plus. What's the conclusion?
Yeah, the verdict is pretty good, Neil. I've got to say that the bigger tyres, you feel like you've got a bit more dampening. It's almost like another suspension unit, a bit smoother over some of the smaller routes and obstacles like that. But the bigger tyres, they do feel a little bit more cumbersome to steer.
I wonder if it's quite suited to a trail hardtail like that, where you need a little bit more comfort.
Yeah, I'd kind of say on that hard pack surface, it's really good. You've definitely got a lot more grip. But we were discussing that there needs to be a bit more R&D. Maybe some of the slimier surfaces just don't have that same grip. So.
Yeah, tyres are a really big one. In fat bike, you know, they're big, heavy tyre. And plus bike, you know, the tyre manufacturer's got to find that right balance, I suppose, of getting a strong enough tyre without making it too heavy, because there's still a lot of rubber on there.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do, I suppose.
I've got to say, when I was riding with you, you could really hear the grip from the fat bike. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, on hardpack, they make such a noise, like riding around the corners, they actually shred them. It's good fun.
Right, Neil, we've weighed it up, but I've got 6 different attributes for us to compare now. The first one is grip.
Fat bike.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Comfort.
Fat bike.
Agility. That's got to be the plus bike.
Yeah, I'd have to agree on that one.
Weight. Plus bike
Plus
again.
bike.
But climbing traction.
Ooh, fat bike.
We saw on the challenge, you got that one.
Yeah.
Rolling resistance.
Plus bike. Only 1% slower than a normal 27.5 tyre apparently. Fat bike, definitely slower than that.
Yeah.
But what about the most important one? Fun. Fat bike.
Plus bike.
What? Fat bike. Plus bike. If you want to see more videos like this, you can click up there and that'll take you through to are fat bikes fun? Yes, they are. Way more fun than plus bikes.
Or you can click down there to compare a plus bike with a normal bike.
What's a normal bike anymore? Click just there to subscribe to GMBN and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video.
Give me a thumb up if you like the plus bike.
No thumb up if you like the fat bike.
No, plus bike.